Hey all, good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm here on an exceptionally bad hair day, which is the first thing I want to say. And there's just not much that's going to happen with this right now, so let's just all ignore it together. I'm here with my much better looking friend, Diggs. You say hi, Diggs. Hey, Dickles. Hey, hello. Hello in there. Okay, he's shy sometimes, but this is Diggs. I think that I've introduced you guys to him before. Diggy is my main man. He's my favorite boy. Diggies, do you want to say hello? Diggles. Say hello. Say hi, people. Okay, sometimes he gets a little bit shy, but the important thing to know about Diggy is that he is my heart dog. He's my absolute boy. I love him so much that sometimes I sing songs to him and it hurts my heart because I love him so much. And Diggy was an owner surrender. He was surrendered to us in the first year of Pity Posse Rescue, which is the rescue that I founded. Oh, Pity Posse in the house. Which way does the camera go? Okay. And he was surrendered to us. Ready? Ready? What? Guess. Throw it in the comments. Why was Diggy surrendered to us? Why would someone have given up this magnificent, heart-melting beast of a boy? Oh, yeah, the ears. It's the ears. Yeah. Throw it in the comments. Why would someone surrender this dog? What are your thoughts? I love you, Diggy. I love you so much. What do you guys think? Oh, I know I love you. I love you. Your mama loves you. The reason he was surrendered, I don't see any comments going up, but there might be a delay. The reason he was surrendered was for being highly aggressive in the home. Highly aggressive. Yeah. So, Dig is perhaps the least aggressive animal I've ever met in my life. Actually, this little one is far worse. She's the smallest and the worst of all of them. But the thing about Diggy is that he, if we had not taken him, they were really fed up with him. And if we had not taken him, he probably would have gone the way of a lot of dogs whose owners don't want them anymore or can't handle them or, can't keep them. He would have been bounced on Facebook or on Craigslist. And he is an exceptionally sensitive soul. And he wouldn't have wound up in the wrong hands for sure. And because we were able to take him in, he was actually supposed to be adopted out, but he's not. He's not ever going anywhere. Because we were able to take him in, he got a home where he's understood and accepted, and the conditions are right for him to just live a happy, normal, healthy life. The reason that this relates to business, well, let me tell you another story. I have a client, and some of you saw this go out over the email list yesterday or the day before. I have a client who came to me, and when she first started working, she had been in my community for a couple years. Every couple years, she talked to me. She'd say, "I'm so fed up. I can't do this anymore." And I'd say, "Okay, let's talk." And then she'd say, "I can't." And then she'd come back in another year. And when she first finally started working with me, her schedule, the first thing I asked her to do was show me her schedule. Her schedule was back to back packed from 4 or 5 a.m. every day until sometimes 8 or 9 at night with work, like 7 days a week. And she was overwhelmed. She was burnt out. She would get into this cycle where she felt like she needed money. So she would take every client she could find. And a lot of them were misaligned, and they drove her crazy and they made unreasonable demands, and she didn't have healthy boundaries up around them. So she would pack her schedule like it looked when I started working with her. And then eventually she'd completely break down and she'd get really ill, or she'd just, have a mental breakdown, because who wouldn't, working those hours? And balls would drop and clients would either leave, or she'd fire them, or they'd fire her, and she'd be back to no work once she recovered. And then she'd have to start all over again, building up clients, taking every client she could find. It was just this really shitty cycle for her. And when she got sick and tired of it enough, she started working with me. And within probably a couple of weeks, we had rearranged her schedule for her to have like a lunch hour, we had rearranged her schedule within not too much time because she really was at crisis point by the time we started working together. We had rearranged her schedule so that she had a quit time at the end of the day, and so that she was able to add in one or two things that she liked, whether it was a bath or like a, Tai Chi lesson virtually or something. And the other day, and she did amazingly. She did amazingly in the program. She started only taking clients she really liked. She took many more high ticket clients rather than a whole bunch of like hours here, hours there sort of clients. So she was working with fewer clients but making more money. And then she signed on. She went through my Biz Elementals program, and then she signed on at the end of that for my Alchemy of Success Circle, which is a much higher priced, much more intense program with a lot more support from myself and the other coaches. And I just saw her schedule the other day. We were talking about it, and it was so delicious. It started at like 7 a.m. instead of 4, and it had an hour of time for her in the morning for stretching, drinking her coffee or her tea, meditating, processing her day. And then it had things like lunch breaks, quitting time, spaces, just wide open spaces where she didn't have anything planned. It was so amazing. And what she said to me was that she realized that along the way, she stopped doing all the things that she cared about. She stopped getting involved with the causes that she cared about. She stopped, you know, being social and having friends. And now, you guys, can you just like not even deal with him? Oh, and now, because of that, she has all this space for things that she really cares about, not just her business, and she's not in survival mode, so she doesn't have to take every client that she gets. And when I thought about it, and I think about Diggy like every hour of every day. But when I thought about it, I was like, this is one of the things that I love so much about the work that I do. The women that I work with are multi passionate and have hearts of frigging gold and are radical agents of change in their world. But when they're bogged down by either trying to make a living, oh, that window isn't good, by either trying to make a living or, um, you know, running a hamster wheel in their business, when they get stuck in those places, what happens is they don't have the time and the bandwidth to do the things that they really care about in the world. And because I've been stuck in that place, and because I very successfully circumnavigated and left that place, and now have the bandwidth to run a business, to run a rescue, to start a third business, and also to like sleep 9 hours a night and have Fridays off for me and have weekends free and really be able to choose how I spend my time. This is such a huge part of what I help my clients create. Just space for them and their families and the things that they care about. And it's just such a success for me when I see someone say, wow, because of the work that I've done in your program, because of the help that I've had from you, I have this space again. Income, check. Income is coming in. Working clients, check. It's all there. Now there's bandwidth. Now there's like, the income and the reliable clients and the steady business and the foundations that people learn working with me, that all creates the oxygen mask that gives you this space and the oxygen to breathe and then to decide what it is that you want to be doing with the rest of your precious time. And that is so important to me. If I had not been able to find the tools to become sovereign over my time and sovereign over my finances, then things like this never would have happened. I never would have been able to start a rescue. And my clients wouldn't have the time and space to do the things that are their rescue equivalents. So I just really wanted to talk about that, and I wanted to ask you guys to reflect on like what is there not time for right now in your life? What is it that you're missing? What is it that, even if you do have some time, what do you want more time for? What's really important to you? Oh God, you guys, can you just like not even stand him? I know, mommy loves you. Mommy loves you so much. Can you guys like not stand him? Oh my goodness. I love this guy so much. Aggressive, you guys. Highly aggressive. Oh, can I just like show you guys Diggy all day long? I love you. So I really want to hear from you guys what you want more time for and what it is that you're creating space for and what problems you have creating that space and what support would be helpful for you in creating more time for you to do the things that you care about in the world. I'm just going to go like mac up with this guy. I'll see you all soon.